Hey guys, what's going on? Blubner here today with another team review, and today I've got a super special team for you with one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Shiny Corsola. I love the shiny in particular just because I'm a big fan of blue shinies. I like this particular shade of blue. So, in case you haven't heard, I've actually recently become a Twitch affiliate, which means I get 5 emotes on Twitch. I stream all of my battles on Twitch, and I turned this shiny Corsola into an emote. Um, and here I am using it in battle with two different teams, which both worked super good. Let's see how they go. So we have Trevenant into Gyarados. This is a okay matchup. I decided to switch into Zangoose just to see how Zangoose would do. This was my very first battle. And I met with a Sirfetch'd. So I just throw the Night Slash here. I was thinking maybe I could get to 2 Night Slashes, but no way. I am 1 Shadow Claw short. So luckily they did shield, so it didn't really end up mattering too much what I threw. But now I'm in a bit of trouble because this Surfetch can just spam Night Slashes at me. I might have to. Oh, I do throw. So luckily they did not throw the second Night Slash. Let's see if they let this go. They do let it go. They come in with an Arcanine. So this is super spicy on my opponent's part. But luckily Corsola should handle this Arcanine super well. The Arcanine is using Snarl. So this is looking somewhat dangerous. Luckily they come into Gyarados. And Gyarados will not appreciate these rock blasts. Um, Corsola has good stats. It's pretty bulky and it has high attack. The one thing that holds it back is its fast attack is Bubble, which got a nerf, and its charge attacks. The only ones that you can really use are Bubble Beam and Rock Blast, and both of those are pretty bad fast moves. But because Corsola has such good stats, it really is competitive in the Retro Cup, I think. The Retro Cup is highly weak to Rock, and you see I just secured the win there because oftentimes the backline just doesn't expect a Rock type. Rock types are so rare in the Retro Cup, and you don't have to worry about the you don't have to worry about steel types that resist rock. So I come into Zangoose here to catch the Shadow Punch. Luckily, they still threw the Shadow Punch, even though they threw one extra Shadow Claw, and then they come into Defense Deoxys. So I get the Night Slash boost, and this is why Zangoose on the safe swap is so deadly here in the Remix Cup, because it can really spam out those Night Slashes. Night Slashes do a lot of damage coming from a Zangoose, and those Shadow Claws also do a lot of damage. And if you get a boost, that's game over. So I am looking for the swap here. I do see the swap into the Haunter, and I swap immediately into my Trevenant. Unfortunately, I don't swap quite in time, so I have to shield here. If I swapped a little faster, I might not have to shield. But I get to one shot this Shadow Kanto Ninetales with a Shadow Ball, which is very satisfying. Here we have the mirror match. Mirror match Trevenant to Trevenant. Let's see how it goes. I try to catch a Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, this is just going to be a Grass Knot, or a Seed Bomb rather. But Seed Bomb is such a weak move that I can easily tank that. I don't take any damage from those Shadow Claws. I shield up this next Seed Bomb, and then I'm going to farm down. It's really good that they let me farm down because I got those 2 extra Shadow Claws. And then they come in with a Hypno, I believe. Yes, a Hypno. And I'm going to just spam out these Night Slashes. They're going to have to shield here if they want to preserve Switch. They come into Frost Slash, which is kind of interesting because they're giving up their last Pokemon. And so here we see Corsola really shine because Corsola is kind of a hard counter to Frost Slash. Frost Slash is hitting with the resisted damage for those powder snows. It's hitting for resisted damage with these avalanches if they decide to bait. They do throw the Shadow Ball, but I just wanted to showcase how well the Corsola handled that Shadow Ball because Corsola is quite a bulky Pokemon. But at the same time, it hits very hard with those bubbles. So Corsola did really well there handling that Shadow Ball. If they decided to bait with the Avalanche, it would have done less than half of their health. So Corsola really shining through there. Good work. We've got Trevenant into Altaria. So this is an okay matchup, but I decided to switch right to Zangoose because I just powered up my Zangoose for this specific Corsola showcase, and I was really curious how it would do in the save swap. So far doing pretty well. I have to shield this, but I have a lot of energy, and they're at about half health, so I can take them out in the next Night Slash. They probably have to shield this Night Slash if they don't want to be farmed down. They no shield the Night Slash, so let's see if I can farm them down. I actually go for the second Night Slash, so I'm willing to take this swap if yeah. So now I'm one shield down. We're even shields, I should say, and they just survived that safe swap. But I can come into Corsola, and Corsola does resist these sky attacks. So I'm expecting this to be a sky attack. It is a sky attack, and then I can just farm them down. I have a lot of energy here. I decided to go for the bubble beam, obviously, because it's a Shadow Nidoqueen. Shadow Nidoqueen is going to take a lot from this bubble beam. That is one of the weakest moves in the game, and it did a lot of damage to the Shadow Nidoqueen because Corsola has such high attack, and because it has such high attack, boom! We do a lot of damage to this Talonflame. In case you're curious about how I handled this, in the stream, I was ecstatic because able to see the damage from the bubble move and the rock blast was really satisfying. So if you want to see my reaction to that on stream, then please check out the VOD down below. I'll link it. So here we have Zangoose versus Lickitung, a tale as old as time. Lickitung is pretty good against Zangoose, but if they no shield this first, even if they no shield this first Night Slash, I still am able to spam out these close combats. And you see they actually no shielded the close combat, so they thought I was just gonna spam Night Slash. Zangoose there really proving its worth against the most bulky of the normal types, Lickitung. I mean, there is Chansey, but Chansey is not relevant really anymore. Um, so so Zangoose there, able to defeat the Lickitung, which is really impressive. And once again, there is a Frostlass in the back. I saw a lot of Frostlasses, and Corsola is, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why Corsola is great, but one of the main reasons is how well it counters Frostlass. Because it can survive the Shadow Ball, it doesn't even take half health from the Avalanche, and it just is able to Rock Blast the Frostlass down. I don't know what to say. So we're switching teams here. Here we have Galvantula, Oranguru, and the shiny Corsola. But in this first matchup, I actually used Trevenant. Eventually, I'm going to switch into Galvantula, as you'll see. But Trevenant does pretty well against the meta. So this first matchup is going pretty well. They let go of the crunch, and I'm up a shield. They're coming back in with Altaria, and I just barely make it to the crunch. So this is a very bad Organ Guru. If you know what I'm talking about with like the stats, it's very high attack, but it still managed to survive that sky attack. So because of that, and because I was able to get to that crunch, I am gonna win this battle. They come into Jellicent, which is not a great move because I will take them out with one of these seed bombs. They bubble beam me expectedly, but it doesn't matter at this point. This game is won because they underestimated the Oranguru. I take the Shadow Ball. I'm able to farm down, and I'm going to spam out these Rock Blasts. They're probably going to shield up this last Rock Blast, the second Rock Blast, but let's see how they do here. They back out. So I'm not sure if they thought that they had no chance or if they just were trying to save time there, but they could have possibly threatened a Moonblast, and if they let that land, then they would have won. But very good game there. So here we have the Oranguru versus Trevenant. This is a very positive matchup. They're just going to hit me with the Seed Bomb. I can threaten, I can do the foul play here. This will do a lot of damage, and they shield it up. So I'm just throwing these confusions, and now you see why confusion is so good. It's because I can sneak in so many moves against 2-turn moves if they decide to spam out these charge moves, because I'm sneaking in all these free moves. I'm able to win against the Trevenant, actually, which is huge. And then I come into my Galvantula as my safe swap. They catch the lunge, which is a good move, but because they're so far behind here, they really don't have much of a chance. They're probably going to shield up this discharge. They don't shield up the discharge, interestingly. So I'm going to shield up this Galvantula, and now we can just Volt switch down the Kofik Regis. All that's left in the back is the Machamp. The Machamp has energy, but it's not a big deal because I have so much health left on all of my Pokemon. I'm just going to Bubble Beam this Machamp. They do cross chop me here, but I think I'm going to survive this cross chop, just barely. Yeah, so this, once again, Corsola, it's very bulky. It's a very satisfying Pokemon because it survives those cross chops at 40% health, whatever percent health it was at against the Machamp, able to clutch the win. So here we have a hard counter. We have a super effective Confusion user against the not very effective Shadow Claw user. And then they switch out, but they switch out kind of late. So I just throw this foul play on the Medicham to guarantee a victory. I'm going to shield up. It is an Ice Punch, but if they don't shield up this move here, then they're going to go down. So they decide to go down, and they come in with their Swampert. So this is an example of where coming in with your third Pokemon is not a very smart choice, because this Swampert is going to be completely taken out by my remaining 2 Pokemon. I can just spam Bubble Beam on it, and because Swampert is kind of squishy, the constant damage pressure from Bubble Beam and Bubble is going to be enough that they can't farm up too much energy here. They're quite. Oh, actually, they switched into Swampert to Haunter, so they're going to take out my Corsola, but that's not a big deal. They don't even take it out. They might have undercharged there. I'm not sure why, but now my Oranguru can take out their Swampert. Once again, this is a very squishy Oranguru. It's one of the most delicate Orangurus possible. But even so, I am going to Confusion down this Swampert. So very good game here. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my dog is barking in the background. She probably heard the mailman. We have Oranguru into Galvantula. I'm going to switch into Zangoose because Zangoose gets to these charge moves so quickly and also wins CMP versus Galvantula. So this is kind of important. I guess I'm not using the Galvantula here. I'm using Zangoose. But they switched into Pelipper. And so Zangoose also wins CMP versus Pelipper. And I am going to spam out these Night Slashes. Hopefully get a boost. I do get the boost. And because I get the boost, I will win switch here if I shield up. And I do. I think no, I actually lose switch here because I didn't have a shield, but I can just farm down with whatever Pokemon I choose to. I farm down with Corsola, so now this is a good farm. I got 2 bubbles off. That's a lot of energy. Let's see what the opponent comes in with. They come in with the Galvantula, and this Rock Blast will one-shot the Galvantula if they don't choose to shield it. They shield it. So I come in with Oranguru, and they have a Walrein in the back. So not looking too great here because they have such a healthy Galvantula. But Walrein is not going to appreciate these confusions and these crunches. Let's see if they shield up this crunch. They don't shield up the crunch. Uh, and then a Rock Blast. This will kill the Walrein. And so, actually, this is a really interesting battle because I thought that I was going to lose, but as it turns out, because I got to my Rock Blast one turn away from getting killed, I did win. So this was a really satisfying battle. Once again, if you want to check out my live reaction, check out my stream. Uh, so we have Oranguru into Hypno. This is a pretty positive matchup because Oranguru has Crunch. They come into a Diggersby. So this is also a pretty neutral matchup. Obviously, Oranguru is not going to appreciate the crunches. So I decided to try to switch into Corsola to catch the crunch. If this is a body slam, then I resist it. It is a body slam, so it's really lucky that they threw the body slam there. Uh, Unfortunately, I do take double super effective damage from these bullet seeds, but bullet seeds is one of the least damaging fast moves, so I don't have to worry too much about that. I do have to worry about Greedent's bulk, so potentially they could take me out, but luckily I get to this bubble beam just in time. I get them very low, and now I can choose to farm down with whatever Pokemon. They are very debuffed right here. This is why Corsola is so great because it debuffs the Pokemon it faces so well with the bubble beams. I chose to go into Zangoose, and then they switch into Hypno, and I get a boost, major Night Slash boost on Zangoose. They come into Primate, and here I make a huge mistake. I do not throw my charge move. So I was trying to get to two Night Slashes, but it turns out that I died before I got to the second Night Slash. I should have just thrown the close combat, but I luckily am just able to close the win here. After this shield, I'm able to throw this confusion, take out the opponent, and that is why Greedent's slow lack of fast move pressure really holds it back. Uh, but I was quite happy with Oranguru in this initial showcase. So if you guys enjoyed my battles, if you're hoping to use Oranguru, Corsola, or any of the Pokemon I showcased in the future, please let me know, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.